Okay, we're going to study now or comment on the 31st Sunday on Ordinary Time on the Gospel taken from Mark for chapter 12, verses 28 to 34. And so the scribe went to Jesus to ask about the greatest law, and then they were in accord, the scribe and Jesus. But then afterwards, the parting words of Jesus were, "You are not far from the kingdom of God." So what made that the scribe not in the kingdom, but not far from the kingdom, but not in the kingdom? There's something was missing, you know. Okay, what about the commandment of loving God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your power, and to love your neighbor as yourself? It's a commandment that was kind of in accord, that the scribe said very well, worth more than the sacrifices they can offer in the temple. But still, it was not good enough. Now, in our times, how do we love God in the first place? Loving God does not mean offering Him some sacrifices or offering Him something. To love God means to respond to the love of God. So the first thing we need is to experience the love of God, and then respond to that, because we cannot give Him anything. So how do we respond? With our heart. Well, we let the love of God, our response to His love, dominate our emotions, our human emotions. What about the mind? Well, the mind, we want that love of God, our response to His love, to be foremost in our our thoughts, in our thinking, and then responding with our mind means to let the power of His love, our response to His love, be the main energy or force in whatever we're doing. As we have said before, when we help other people, when we want to help people, compare with them our experience, our purpose is for them to recognize God loving them. And so maybe what was missing was the scribe knew very well the commandments, understood what Christ was saying, but there was something missing, and that is maybe the understanding and then the putting into practice what he believed. So that's very important for us to recognize, because to be in the kingdom of God means to know the will of God, to know His message to us, then to understand it, and then put it in practice, share it with other people. That really proves that we are in the kingdom of God, here in this world. Remembering that we are going to live this life in it for all eternity in the kingdom of God afterwards. But for now, we need to learn to do it. So, to love God with all our heart, our mind, and our soul means to let our human emotions, our way of thinking, our planning and activity be subjected to that will of God. So everything we do will be for that. Okay, thank you. And if you have any comment, let us know how we can improve our programming. And this is what we have discussed in Spanish. Now we are doing the summary in English. Thank you.